Experiential consciousness research is the only way to progress physics. In the last 30 years, there is a lot searched what is consciousness from the perspective of the human mind. Quantum theory of consciousness and this and that and different models of how consciousness is. I also wrote several articles. But all these articles do not make much sense. Because from the ontological point of view, consciousness is far, far, far beyond the mind. And science, physics, is created by the mind. So, talking about consciousness and writing articles doesn't bring any progress into knowing what consciousness is. Because consciousness is not about thinking. Consciousness is about knowing. You know it or you don't know it. And then we have these guys like David Chalmers and all these guys having conferences on consciousness and here and there. These people, they don't have idea what is consciousness. Consciousness, if you are a very serious consciousness researcher, then you have to understand that any theory about consciousness is pointless. So, experiential consciousness research is something that I offer in the physics of now. Because activating consciousness as a tool, as something that can bring you out of your mind, this should become a subject of science. If we enrich educational system at universities, already at high schools, in the basic, in the ground schools, in the primary schools, with the experiential consciousness, we will generate in 30 years a new generation that will be free of the mind. Why physics is in such a big trouble? Sabine Hossenfelder has a beautiful videos on this subject. Because they are stuck in the mind. Physics is stuck in the mind. We cannot progress physics in the frame of the existent models. The only way to progress physics is to step out of the mind and to see how mind creates models, scientific models about reality. The more we are conscious, the more we see the way the human mind influences physics. My vision is that the human mind is only a tool, is only a pen, okay? A tool. But the writer of the models is consciousness, the hand. Consciousness is using the mind, the pen, and writing new models, new scientific models about reality, about universe. This is my vision. My vision is conscious physics. Physics which is full of the light of the spirit. Physics which is alive, which is vibrating with life. Today physics is a dead fish thrown out of the sea of the universe. So, how to start? How to start waking up consciousness? You see this pen? This pen is your mind. Okay? Now you close your eyes and imagine this pen. So your mind has a power to create imagination of this, the image, the inner image, the mental image of this pen, of this object. Watch it. And you experience that you are not this pen and you are not the image of the pen. That you are the one who is watching the image. And this one, this subject that is watching the image of the pen inside is consciousness. The same consciousness acts as the observer in every physicist. This is immense beauty of physics, and this is the immense potential of physics. Because it is the observer, the consciousness, which gives physics possibility to be objective science. Because every consciousness, or let's say like this, consciousness in every physicist experiences the same reality. And now, as consciousness is not taken into consideration, physics for last 100 years is created out of the mind. This is today physics is a mind physics. Okay. So, waking up the consciousness will open the unimaginable progress for physics, of physics, in physics. Because once you are aware that what you create in your mind, a model of something, or whatever you study, then you understand that the mind, what you create in the mind, this is not a reality. This is the picture of the reality. Today, physicists think that Higgs field is something that exists. It has no physical existence, Higgs field. Higgs field is just an idea. Physicists think that Big Bang is something that was real, that really started something from nothing, big explosion. No, this is just an idea. This is just a mind. Has nothing to do with the physical reality. Professor Penrose got a Nobel Prize for something that is just an idea, gravitational singularities. So, what I advise everybody, if you want to really create something great, something new, something big in physics, start training, do meditation, watch your mind every single moment of the day. What you think, why you think, how you think. Be aware of your mind. With the awareness of your mind, you will highly increase your intelligence. You will really become intelligent. Because the intelligence is an attribute of the consciousness, not of the mind. Mind can never be intelligent. Mind is a biological machine. Okay, mind is a biological computer. And this computer, in order to work properly, needs consciousness. Otherwise, mind can create horrible things and use them against life. So below you have a link, and when you click on this link, you will see on the black surface there is a line which is moving. You observe motion of this line for a few minutes every day, and then you close your eyes, and your mind has a power to recreate this motion in your inner space. You can imagine this. You have power. Your mind has power to imagine this. And keep awareness about this inner motion that your mind has created. And practicing this technique every day, in a few months, you will highly increase your intelligence. Because you will come together with the consciousness. You will become more conscious. And consciousness is the only real source of intelligence in this universe. And then you will see what a beauty you have inside of you. What a power you have. That you have a power to distinguish what makes sense and what is nonsense. This is the only way to progress physics. Experiential consciousness research. Thank you for your attention, and from now on I will have more videos, but in every video I will explain through this vision of the awakened observer how we can develop physics and how we can see clearly that there is a lot of ideas in physics which are wrong, which have nothing to do with science. Many of them. So we will go through all this analysis of what mistakes physics has created in last 30, 40 years, or maybe last 100 years. Because the consciousness is not the subject of physics yet. But the physics of now, in physics of now, consciousness is the main aspect Consciousness is the core of the physics of now.